following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Of course! Of course!
Inside the gated community, you see the impeccably trimmed and manicured estates. Large and moderate houses with properties, lawns of grass that's green, bricks and pathways. The occasional person out enjoying the sun-ish. As Roger walks by, a man's monocle falls into his drink. He's like, "My goodness, riffraff!"
Calling the drones.
Some of the incredibly wealthy people look out at you and sort of just go, "Yeah," because what looks fancy and nice to you is tacky and gauche to them.
They just don't get it.
They're so much above you where you've ever been. Oh, it's not even real gold, you can tell. And the style is last season.
They can smell some gold.
He doesn't move. He doesn't act like a real corporate elite.
I haven't known that life for too long.
You haven't known it at all, Mr. Rank 1 Corpo. You are a junior. Junior. Work your way up, scum. Work your scum up, Wade. And you, well, actually, Roger isn't necessarily dismissed out of hand. After all, this area is used to that high-powered rock musician. I mean, after all, how do we know he doesn't have some kind of contract with MSM? Like Diamond Geezer. Although Diamond Geezer, how incredibly common. He's for the common folk. We only listen to music made of actual diamonds.
Not geezers.
Eventually, you see the Fujikawa estate. Holy fuck.
That's an estate for sure.
Oh, yeah. It has a boathouse.
It's like at night setting.
There's a marina. Night City is a coastal map.
Well, yeah, but not here.
Sailing on an
Usually
ocean
you
of
keep
false
your boat on the
streams.
See the water. Well, you could if the walls weren't.
Yeah.
Sailing on an ocean of false streams that don't even themselves exist on its right in itself.
Fucking is. You go around the peasant entrance where the workmen go. There you see the tiny little hut, and you see an old man, and he's currently clipping, like, you know those hedge animals? He's got like an elephant he's working on, just like trim, snip. He's an old Japanese man, very old. You can feel wizenedness coming off of him.
Excuse me, good fellow. Would you be Takeshi? Hello, name's Roger, this is Graves, pleased to meet you.
Is this about the fertilizer?
No, we have some questions about the radiation-filled nuke hole in the middle of the city.
You'll go away. That time long ago. Don't remember anything.
I'll quickly introduce myself personally in Japanese.
You can't roll Charismatic Impact because he dislikes you because you remind him of Johnny Silverhand, who destroyed Arasaka Towers, allegedly. Some people might not know. But somehow he does.
Golden hand. Like Johnny Silverhand, but gold!
This means I'm better than him, right?
I'm the Scrooge McDuck Johnny Silverhand. Pew 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 pew!
Oh yes, I would like to introduce myself in Japanese.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know Japanese, but
Well-
Graves does.
Ah, well, you can make a roll then. Chinese.
I know. That's why I said that. I'm being racist.
14?
Okay.
And I'm assuming that he works here in this estate. He must be a very fine gardener, so I'd also like to compliment his trimming. That's what I mean. Please, it will be.
Finally, in the same language he was once. Finally, one of you with a degree of sophistication.
Well, one does need to learn the language to deal with the business and the culture. And this is... Japanese is the best language for it.
What are you doing here? I am just an old man. You should go.
I understand you, of course, applied your work in the old corporate area as well.
Different job, different time. Long time ago. Does not matter anymore.
That's not always true. Surely you plied your trade with honour and dignity in such a place before the dreadful occurrence.
That is not in question.
Never would it be. Unfortunately,
Don't you even know? Towers no have gardener. Why you come to Takeshi? Who sent you?
let's see.
Same name.
Yeah, if you actually know the...
Yeah,
He just referred to himself as the Sandman.
a friend of mine called the Sandman.
So it has come to this at last. What do you want to know?
There's a box. An Arasaka security box. Likely contains some shards.
You still speaking Japanese?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the only way to talk to him.
No one's been able to find it, but we seek it. And we were told you would know where it once was. So we don't have to dig through the hot zone blindly.
You ask this of me?
I do.
You ask this of me? I ask you a third time. This is what you ask
It
of
is.
an old man?
Yes, it is.
I want something in return for this information.
Of course.
My son, he is in trouble. He is in trouble with the steel dragons. You get him out of trouble, I tell you exactly how to get what you want.
Ask if it's in the hot zone.
Is it in the hot zone? Then I'll do this for you. Your son, what kind of trouble?
He will not say.
Too proud.
Foolish. We are all foolish in our own way. Now leave me. Leave an old man.
Get an address.
Where would he be? His name? His contact, if you have.
My son's name. Hideo. But he calls himself something stupid now. Maka Gaijin. Stupid foolishness.
Sure,
He's in trouble. You get him out of trouble, I tell you what you want to know. Now leave me.
Of course.
Even old man.
We will depart.
You guys realize you've been there for way more than you should have, and so you boot it back to the entrance so you don't get murdered.
By those bloody drones.
Of course, I'll ask you what was said on the way back as we're booting it.
By the way, Roger, it might be Roger's player. It might be a good idea for you to have like a little notebook with various fans that you've asked favors from,
I'll separate it out. Yeah, I've got that there, but yeah.
and like who they are, where they work, sort of thing. Just, could be handy in the future.
I might.
The car opens up, and two disreputable-looking men barge in.
Evening, ladies.
Is it this
Hello.
It is.
Alright. Hello, how did it go?
Well, we owe another favour for the information.
To be expected.
His son is in some trouble with the Steel Dragons. He gave me a name, or two names. We have to get him out. He'll tell us what we need to know.
Yeah, apparently you tell us where the box is, so...
Is it in the hot zone?
It
Yes.
is.
Do we have to go and get that extra gear anyway? But maybe first we should look into the Steel Dragons and
Unfortunately, no.
this Hideo.
Which gang does the mob boss?
You're not entirely sure. He does seem to have a degree of pull with Tiger Claws.
Yep.
And other sort of East Asian groups like that.
Could be.
He could be Triad.
He might have an in, or he might be interested in the downfall of that particular group, or some blow against them. It was strange, though. When I asked him about it, he confirmed 3 times that that's what I wanted to know, and he acted like it was like mortal danger.
Do I know what that would mean?
Do you have local knowledge Japan?
Yes.
Okay.
Japantown, does that count?
I'll let you roll it. I want a DV 18
Chess is
check.
a weeb.
It's not saying everyone who's anyone is a weeb.
2020 version of this game was heavily anime.
20.
So, this is a matter of deep honor. And only great necessity could force someone to break a sacred vow they've made. By asking 3 times, Graves has made it a matter of deepest honor. And the only way this man is now compelled to
Do it.
but he will kill himself.
Yep. Oh no.
What?
It's a matter of honour. It's why he asked you 3 times. He's made a pledge. You've asked him. He's asked you 3 times. He will tell you the information once.
To do with honour, I imagine he would. These Japanese are very into honour.
Then he'll kill himself.
Wait, what?
Ah.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable with blood on my hands over this
It's
thing.
too late.
But it's only too late if we do the thing with
No.
the sun and then get the info.
If he...
Did Graves tell you what this was about?
Well, I said when we were going back, I asked him to give me the gist of
sorry,
the Japanese
sorry.
stuff. But
My bad.
It's likely if he's already pledged to me and to himself that he'll tell, then he's already broken the oath.
Yes.
Furthermore, he wants you to basically save his son. So you are fucked. You either don't save his son,
Yeah.
or
Well, at least we will be securing his family line, potentially. His son's in some trouble.
this does at least seem to indicate that nobody else has asked him about it, though. The way he acted,
He knows our
none of the
Mr.
other
Sandman in
groups have
some
been able
way.
to get in. One group came up with this really awesome thing. Okay, so there's one other group. They're dead now, so I'll tell you about them. There was one other group called BMX Bandit and Angel Summoner. And they came up with this super sick idea where he was going to do like a bunch of sick flips and shit to get over the wall, but the last part depended upon Angel Summoner summoning an angel just to like give him an extra boost for the last bit. But of course Angel Summoner cannot summon angels because they're not real, so BMX Bandit landed like rough, and then a bunch of Lazarus security drones shot him until there was nothing left. And then the guys outside got Angel Summoner who got his feet tangled up in his robes and couldn't get away. It was pretty funny. I was hoping you'd arrive in time to see it happen, but she upgraded all your stuff. And it was worth it.
This is why you vet the skills of the people you work with.
This is why they're vetting them.
Why would he call himself Angel Summoner if he couldn't summon angels? Because he's delusional and cyber psycho, you fuckwit.
I thought he was just a net runner. I thought it was just a name.
What was I quickly looking up for you? Oh yes, that was it.
So shall we swap out the vehicle then and pay a visit to Mr. Hong?
Yes.
Can you get something a bit cheaper?
Yes. Driver, I believe we're looking to switch out to something a little less expensive. Something a little bit more in line for our combat zone.
Okay, I'll go back to the depot. Okay, so it's going to cost you 2 hours. So deduct that from your money. Oh, what do you want?
Well, we've completed our executive.
That's to pay for it there, Roger.
Well, it could have come out of the pay at the end of the.
So it was
300.
yeah, it was
My character's
150,
always the
thing,
poor
right?
one.
300.
And that makes that easier. Just not that change that 3 to.
Annoying it, so I'm assuming all this is canon.
Of course.
Anyway,
Yes, we're heading into a combat zone next, cousin.
500.
More than the executive vehicle.
Combat zone. Oh, wait, no, we changed our structure. It's 150 an hour. If the cab is damaged, it's extra.
Much more expensive.
No. How much more extra?
It depends on your insurance package.
Well, what insurance package have you given me, cousin?
You don't have one because you keep breaking my vehicles. You're uninsurable.
Am I uninsurable?
Yes. You're just with him!
Remember, we only get a discount when he's not here.
Wait,
Discount?
There's a discount.
No, there's not.
We're going to have to work out some kind of better structure for this in the future.
Look, you could always go down to combat cab.
Oh, well, they charge me with 300 an hour, likely.
Yeah.
Their vehicles
but-
are armored. They generally get less
But
damage
you're insurable with them.
for now.
But they don't ask for insurance.
Their insurance was with the Speedwagon, and for some reason Speedwagon cut their coverage.
What happened to Speedwagon?
I don't know, I think they lost an AV or something.
It's arenas. They did such amazing work.
I know, it's like cheap and dodgy, but like even Trauma Team weren't as fast. And cheap and affordable. Whoever did that
Fuel
is a real
problems.
bastard.
Fuel problems, there must be.
I hope they find that
hear,
man.
I hear about
Or
all the
woman.
time.
Or
Oh,
whatever they are.
well, whatever they are, they won't live long. Everyone in town hates whoever did that.
And their rip would be through the floor.
Absolutely.
Should it even be found out who that
I
was?
find him, I'll skin him myself.
I'm sure you wouldn't go that far.
Actually, I don't believe he did tell you guys he stole that AV.
No, he didn't.
I see that stole one who crashed it, but didn't say where it came from.
Say where it came from. Someone may have listened to the notes.
Oh, I was fucking horrified that whole time.
Welcome to the core rules. I'm really looking forward to you guys' first combat, which is any minute now, if I'm judging where you wanting to go next.
Combat zone.
What combat in a combat zone?
Ding, 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 ding.
Away to the combat zone.
Oh, I see you are familiar with Diamond Geezer's music.
Of course I am.
It's wonderful.
Money is deducted when you sang that. For the Diamond Geezer's open source copyright
No,
system.
I get to sing 10 seconds for free.
Night City.
Fuck.
You can
It's
sing
cash,
you
though,
can
isn't it?
sing
It's
a
cash.
cover of that song as much as you want, but it costs you a few eddies every time you do it.
Oh, good boy, how many eddies was there?
No, that's cash. That's cash.
15
It's cash.
electronic eddies.
You don't have electronic EDs. That's cash.
Oh, then it'll just put a debit on you. Using your
I'm gonna
house
put
as a
minus
mortgage.
15, man.
And don't listen to him. I run this game. You want to run this game? You come up here.
Say cash. We got money.
Cash money.
Get some. It's funny because I always pay electronically,
Yeah.
Don't deal in cash.
but you could theoretically get it out in cash.
Theoretical cash money.
Cassius Levi Munson.
Wonderful.
I don't believe in actual cash.
I'm a Bitcoin guy.
But Bitcoin money didn't have the same ring.
Bitcoin money. Add some to your blockchain.
No sale.
No same.
All right.
To the combat zone.
Judging
suppose
you
we-
anyway.
You thought about singing it, therefore you're charged.
Okay. The cab pulls into where like combat. You say the combat zone. It's half the fucking city. Where are you going?
Well, we were going to go to Japan. When we going to go to Hong?
Japantown. Oh, okay. Yep. No worries.
When we're going to Hong first?
Yes.
Because
right
he might
home.
also have potentially info
It's
about...
plain to see.
We can at least feel it out with our first request
Oh
about the
snap! Well, shit.
Oh, we still got these things too.
Oh, they no longer function.
Nah, but keep them.
Could be useful. So.
I'm going to say they would have taken them back off you.
Damn it.
No, hang on.
Can't work.
I mean, I assume they were, but we said that we just got back up the car straight away. So
We'll have to see them again. Let's talk to them again.
Oh, fuck, man. I don't really want to be here, but I'm getting paid minimum wage. Where are you guys going?
we're going to Japantown.
We're in Japantown, man. You can tell. See over there, the lovely pagoda, and over there, the burning wreckage of what used to be a car, and over there, the crippled corpses of a mangled gang. And over there, oh look, a family picking through the ruins of the mangled corpses.
Wholesome.
Would I have the idea of where it is? Where is it?
No,
Not at all.
your information is a little out of date from your previous.
So from where I would
You want to head to where you would have gone?
approximately, yeah.
Okay, you head to the recessed market. Loomed over by buildings that now no longer have tops or middles, or really in some cases bottoms, the recessed market used to be a tree-lined caldera. A little bowl, as it were. Filled with stalls and bright colourful things and surrounded by all sorts of lovely, wonderful, shops, shop fronts, facilities. It still is! There aren't the trees and there aren't all of the market stalls. There are still a market here. There's people who live in this zone eke out their resistance. There's armed gangers, sort of like maybe hired on to guard the place a bit. And they're patrolling around, looking around, checking them out. As your vehicle rolls on in, you get clocked by all of them. You definitely see that assessment. Not immediately threatening, as all of them tighten up their grips on various weapons and watch you warily. The cab pulls up, the doors open, and you will jump out excitedly.
Well,
Slowly,
I get
calmly.
out.
Roger slouches onto the ground.
Yeah. I will leave my coat in the car.
I can get out and swing my hair around like a fashion model.
Victor gets out and immediately just goes.
I'll get out and to look around.
Oh yeah. There's some tiger claws. They look like they're running some kind of market guard job in the way that they're generally posted like they're guarding. You all can assess that body language of alert wariness. You can also see like there's about 12 bikes like done up in the way the tiger claws like to do up their bikes. Just like in a rank over there, sort of implying that they're not here robbing the place, they're working. And there's some steel dragons sitting around outside of a makeshift bar in the shell of what used to be called the Rainbow Room. And they're leaning there, and there's like 10 or so steel dragons bikes in much less organized lineup, but they're just sort of leaning around, passing like a bottle back and forth.
So they're not likely not working.
Very likely. And they look at you guys coming in, and they size you up. Oh yes, there's Roger.
Do any of us know?
One of them just sort of gets up, swaggers over to his bike, swings his leg over. Look at these. He drives off. We all let that happen.
Well, I mean, we're going to open fire on them.
Why not?
Do we want to die? At least right now. On the job will be nice, not at the prep stage.
So the two factions are openly in view of each other.
Yes.
Not at any.
They're not
There's
in any.
and there's no animosity or anything between them.
There's no current fighting going on.
Yeah. Like at best, at worst, they're just weary of each other at the moment. I'm
People,
guessing.
poor, shabby people are moving from stall to stall, but the mood seems fairly bright in the market area. There's even a pair of monks with their sashed robes, and they're sitting under the ruined remains of a tree, cross-legged, fairly serene looking. Neither of them have any cybernetics.
Monks
visible.
are good. Monks are good. They'll generally be helpful. I'm going to go over to the monks.
Roger sets off, heading towards the monks. Victor, after a start, follows after him, scanning constantly.
I think we should stay together. We'll follow.
I'll approach the monks and then sort of sit down across from one, trying to, in best I can in leather pants, to do the cross-legged sort of.
It's a very
monk
creaky
sit.
representation of it.
Is that uncomfortable?
Very much so,
Good. Existence is suffering.
especially in Night City.
It is a good place for reflection.
I was just wondering if you could maybe help me out with just a little bit of information about the area.
All that I have is yours.
I was just wondering if you could tell me if we're in the right place to find Trader On.
A boy who mindlessly chases the clouds will fall off of the cliff in his haste.
That's wise. One should always look where they're stepping.
Are you sure that this is what you want?
Well, yeah, we want to just, do some business, just purchase some stuff off them, nothing heavy.
Tracer Hong is an evil man, very cruel. Are you sure you wish to bring attention to yourself in this way?
Well, he's got equipment that we need. And there's somebody else who's more reputable.
Driven by need, a man will perform unspeakable acts. Nonetheless, to deal with Tracer Hong is to increase your own suffering. How can I not help you in that now? He is over there. If you go into the bar and ask for him, you will find him. And you will find trouble.
Well, unless you could suggest somebody else that's got Arazaka hazmat suits, then...
I know of no one with such possessions at all, I'm afraid.
Then I guess needs necessitate folly sometimes, don't they?
The very young do not always do as they are told.
It is true. Little arrogant upstarts, but they don't know better.
Life is the process of learning.
It is indeed. Thank you very much for your time. Little bow. And then I'll awkwardly stand up. Oh, bloody hell.
I didn't realise monks were your people, Roger.
Monks are good people. They're about as pure as you can get. Look at them. Are they cybered up? No, they know how it really is. They didn't make the same mistake I did.
You know we can fix that.
Look, I can't just grow back an arm.
The tribulations of life are an essential part of your spirit's journey.
Wise.
But we can.
Look, he's over in there if we ask.
Well, this will be the hard bit. Let's go.
Question, is it traditional to do monks, I know they're not generally like people who want possessions, but is it traditional to give them a donation or anything after advice in Cyberpunk?
I'm sure if you were to ask them, they would say you may pay as much or as little as you wish.
If nobody objects, I'm going to give them 10 eddies.
Not really.
Not my place to object at the moment.
Information costs money.
Thank you, and I'll donate 10 eddies.
We are grateful for your contribution.
Keep up the good work. I admire you.
I wish you success on your mission, Roger.
Thanks. Means a lot. Let's go.
It's not like he can receive an electronic transaction.